CWTFB Radio. I am your host, Charlie Machine, man. This one's a special one. As you can see, the background looks different. The scenery looks different. You see, I'm somewhere that we never been before, right? And I want y'all to know straight up right now, this ain't some shit that anybody could pull for us, right? Like, it's not some shit that it's going to be a regular thing. But when certain things align and when the stars align and when certain people give me a call, I have to answer and I have to oblige to the request, right? Because it's special energies that we must uphold, right? But with all that being said, man, this is Choose What the Future Brings. We are Black Culture Through Music, Boston's #1 music podcast. Always sponsored by Exposed TV, man. Exposed TV Networks. If you need a studio for videos, for photos, for B-rolls, for whatever it is that you need, man, holla at the boss lady, Kateria Cologne, and Matt Thomas, the creative director, man. Exposed TV Studios is one of the top, production studios in New England. Anything that you need, man, we're gonna have you, looking real good while we do it. Also, shout out to one of our official sponsors, Punch Pies. Packed with a punch. I know you motherfuckers be getting high, right? Niggas be getting high. Niggas be having the munchies. And even for the people who don't get high, right? Who don't like pie, right? Punch Pie is one of the #1 brands out here when it comes to sweets, baked goods, things of that nature, all types of flavors. Holla at, our co-host, Chanelle Shantae, Empress, man. She gonna hook you up, man. My favorite is the Oreo John. You know what I'm saying? They got the cherry John, they got the blueberry John, they got all types of shit, man. Punch Pies packed with a punch, man. You got a sweet tooth, man. We got you. We're gonna cater to you. But tonight,
crazy.
The focus is on.
Y'all's all here, right? Everybody's here.
The focus is on why we're here, why we in a different scenery, right? We talking about a nigga who been putting on. We talking about a nigga that, is respected in multiple crowds. A nigga who's moved with the movers and the shakers. A nigga who's, rapped with the best of them and the rest of them. A nigga who's had trials and tribulations. He puts on for this culture. He uplifts black men. He don't tear niggas down for no apparent reason. He understands that for every action, there is a reaction. He chooses what the future brings, man. And the only person that can get me out of my fucking scenery, out of my setting, out of my comfort zone is the Godfather, my man, 100 Round Kado, man. What's good, baby?
Demonstration. Tell you, man, how you been?
What's good, baby? How you been?
I've been, your boy's deep as shit.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I've been blessed, man. Beyond blessed, man. Beyond blessed.
I'm glad, brother.
What's up, Bells?
What's up?
You know what I'm gonna say.
You know I'ma say it. They try to Aunt Viv my nigga Bells.
Y'all gotta cut that out.
Kado, why you gotta do that, man? Why we gotta go there, man? We just started.
You know how you started.
We just started.
We did?
Proceed, my nigga, proceed.
I don't even know what's going on no more. Yo, in the beginning of this, I felt like I was alone in a room full of strangers.
Yo, but we gotta, no bullshit, Caddo, like, no bullshit.
Man.
All bullshit aside, we gotta throw it up for Bells, right?
One time for Bells, man.
We gotta throw it up for Bells, man. You know what I mean? Bells was my first right hand when it came to this, right? And she told me she had a vision to do some shit, and she went off and she did it. You can find her on Divine Intervention, man. It's on YouTube, man. I love the series.
Thank you.
And I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. You're the best actor on that motherfucking series. No bullshit. And I'm not trying to cap. I'm not trying to big your head up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a little ass head, so like it would look crazy if it was big. But you really do this acting shit, and you do it really well. And I like that the script kind of aligns with your life as well. So we gotta throw it up for you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And this right here, right, like the dynamic here, my vision with it was, Caddo was probably one of the most explosive episodes we had as far as, the interview and the Red Cups and Rap. And you was there for all of that. You know what I'm saying? So this felt like home. So that's why we catered to this right here. And I'm happy that y'all are both here with us, man. No bullshit.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I really am. I was excited for this.
I know you were.
I was amped. Like, me and Charlie talked on, 2 days ago, and I was like, bro, I be doing my research day of. I don't really have to do too much research, but, I like to go back and get my ducks in a row, you know what I'm saying? It was Tuesday morning. I was like, I'm getting ready for Thursday.
Word. That's a fact.
It's Caddo. You feel me? So, I'm excited. I was, nervous, but I'm so happy to talk to him. Because last time I was in the building, but I didn't actually get to speak to him. Correct.
But your ad-libs on the freestyle was crazy, nigga. No bullshit. She was like, not the Talon Kiki, though. You know what I'm saying? But Caddo, my brother, welcome home, my nigga.
Yes. Gratitude, man. Welcome to my home.
Yeah, you know for real, man. Thank you for having us in here, man. This is different. I feel out of place right now. No bullshit.
Why? It's home.
You don't feel at home? We ain't doing nothing.
It's not even that. It's just
bring the strippers, y'all.
Yo, relax. My wife listens to this shit. My nigga, relax. Nah, but it's not even for the people who don't know who you are, man. The past how many months was you sitting down for, man?
9.5 months, almost 10 months.
9.5 months. When did you come home?
6 weeks ago.
6 weeks ago.
Hold on 1 second. Yo, Punch, when you come home?
Punchy in the building, man. 2GP.
2 weeks. Friday be for 7 weeks, so 7 weeks.
7 weeks.
Yeah.
All right, so you've been home 7 weeks. You sat down for 9.
Yeah. And a half. That's jail.
You
need that.
You got the hours too, my nigga.
Yeah, just in case. They be trying to play funny. They trying to give you that good time, man. But go ahead though.
Because we was planning on having you up here, and then unfortunately something happened with you and shit like that.
Yeah.
People tried to fuck with you and all of that, but how much you want to talk about that, man? Like, how much you want to
ask the questions and I'll tell you what I'm comfortable with answering.
Okay, so how did you end up in there? Like, what were they saying that you did?
Ask another question. So, if you want to know my charges,
right?
I'll tell you
that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
what are your charges?
As of right now, I don't want to list all of them. Just know it's a 17-count indictment. Main charge is ACC level 3 on career criminal level 3. That actually hurts saying it, but yeah.
Right.
Just a run of the mill, one of them things, man. It's unfortunate. That's all it is.
When you seen that shit on paper, man, how'd that make you feel?
I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I didn't see it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. So, I got booked, and when I got booked, I got charged. But what I got charged with, I was okay with. It wasn't until the next day I went to court that I said, yo, why I couldn't bail out the police station? And niggas was like, bro, you don't know you got hit with that shit. I said, what are you talking about? And it wasn't until I went to court that I found out that they hit me with the ACC level 3. I was, you know what I'm saying? So it was like that.
That's a heavy charge. I don't know why they would fucking, do that. But the time that you served, so far, 9.5 months, what was that like for you, man?
This time was different than ever. Like, the thing about it is, like, I'm not a stranger to, to the facilities. That's whatever. That comes with what this is. But I mean, if you want to factor in age, you want to factor in experience, you want to factor in where I was at before I got incarcerated, if you want to factor in the reason why I got incarcerated, the timing, I mean, just everything was so wrong that it had to be right. You understand what I'm saying to you? So it's like when everything's going wrong, people don't know how to compartmentalize everything to understand what it is, right? So I always say this, that the laws of man are ambiguous, meaning the same way a door opens, a door closes. All right? But the laws of the universe have never been changed. You understand what I'm saying to you?
I get it.
So when everything's going so bad, then there has to be something else to sit there and look forward to, because you're not going to sit there and look forward to the rest of your misery. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Get it.
So that forced me, because at that moment I was facing life, but I was facing life. because I was at a crossroads in my life at the same time. Everything happened all at once. You
Walk us through that. Like, what was you going through?
Okay.
I know you had a
it was like ones. It was a rough. Okay, so peep the move, right? So we can start from like even 2018, before when I first started No Attempts. From that time right there, and from when Cadillac passed away, and mind you, I'm like 68 death toll when it comes to my people that dies. I'm 68. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a very big part of my life. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? So death makes me want to live more.
You know how to break that down.
Yeah. Right. So we can start it from there. Then when I went to jail there, then I started what I started with, and then whatever the case is. So fast forward the tape. Now in the last like couple years or so, we can go where No Attempts. After I got out of jail, I had 2 partners. Then I ended up with 3. Then I ended up with 4. We ended up with 4 all together. I ended up losing 2 of my partners. One of them killed themselves. The other one overdosed. Yeah, that's facts. The same year that my partner that killed himself, my grandmother died. I grew up with my grandparents. The same year my partner that OD died, my grandfather died right before I got incarcerated. You understand what I'm saying to you? So, and then I broke up with the love of my life. All right? So all of that is happening. Meanwhile, I'm at the CWTFB podcast radio.
That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So all of this is going on. Shooters, we doing like we up, but the silent, the ones that we don't talk about be the ones that hurt the most. You know. Right. So it was like a bad time. Like I was on the phone with Chilla the day before I got arrested. I was sitting at the table. We was talking about Punch, who just got locked up. Probably like 4 or 5 days a week before that. Yeah. And we're like, damn, bro, this is crazy. What the fuck? Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. The next day, he heard about me getting booked. You know what I'm saying? So it was all of these things added into that right there on top of that. Now you facing life on top of life being fucked up for you outside or whatever the case is. So whatever's keeping you going out there is going to keep you going in here. And it's going to be what's going to keep you going for the rest of your life. So figure out who you are so you can get to this thing. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get it, bro.
Because there's levels to everything that comes with everything that you do. You get what I'm saying? See, there's niggas in the streets that there's I think I explained this earlier. There's like, so I kind of break it down into jail niggas. There's the pre-trial niggas, right? There's the niggas that's been sitting pre-trial for years, fighting their case, waiting for a case. Right. There's the pre-trial niggas that been upstate before, and just sitting and doing a skid bid, right? And then there's the niggas that are in there and they're really not there at all.
Meaning?
The police. Because they're there as much as you are. Right. So therefore, they're in a box of everybody who's forced to be here for a certain amount of time in their lives.
With a certain role.
So what do you do with that?
Right. So what was the space that you was in mentally, my nigga? Because, we spoke a few times, you know what I mean, when you was bagged. And every time I spoke to you, bro, you lifted me up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy I could do that.
Nah, no bullshit. So like, I'm over here like, nigga, I'm thinking I'm going through my shit. And this nigga, he's sitting in there fighting what he's fighting. And you lifted me up, man. So what was your mental like this time around?
I found that thing that I was talking about that kept me going. That's what happened. So I found that thing, and once I was there, I was just like, yo, let me just live in here. Let me just figure out this space. So like, it's like basically, we pray all the time. Everybody find a type of religion they want to go to find a blessing, and they be like, God, Allah, whoever you want to claim, whatever it is for you, ain't answering my prayers. It's not that your prayers are not being answered. Your prayers are here. Anything you've manifested and asked for is here. You just haven't made room for it yet.
Wow.
So it's like, if you buy a new couch, you're going to keep your old couch and put it in the same living room, or you're going to move the old couch out so the new couch can fit in?
Yeah, with the old and with the new.
Come on. So we don't do that. We allow things to pile up because nothing happens all at once, but we like to think that it does. So that, because we have a natural survival. So being a natural survivor, you become a natural victim as well. We make being a victim and being a survivor synonymous, which is not true. So once you're able to decipher those two from each other, you start living, you start enjoying, you start being able to understand that when somebody's giving you constructive criticism, it's not to make your life worse, it's to make your life better. That's all it is. It ain't about nothing else. You get what I'm saying? Right. Everybody's so quick and so big to do what they want, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. That's cool until some real shit happens. Then you need somebody that went through what you went through to cope with.
Right.
You feel me? Then it's, I wish I would have listened. every nigga that been bagged before, the first thing they say when they in that station of them cuss, God damn, I can't believe this shit. Like, yo, I was just doing this. Them first 72 hours in the John, and it was during COVID. And COVID, bro, you sitting in that cell, can't sleep, can't eat, you can't think. You're like, how is this happening? Mind you, you're detoxing from whatever substance you use to cope.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? So you're detoxing from everything. So it's like, all of those combined, if that shit don't affect you, I don't know how to talk for that person over there. I don't know how to talk for that person. I have nothing against that person. I have no way of judging anything that I haven't been through, so I can only give you from my experience. So that's where it comes from niggas like us who's been doing this shit for years, who we don't know each other because we rap. We rap because we know each other. You know what I'm trying to say? Because we talking about this shit that we done seen. We done been in a joint together. We done sat there and witnessed it all, and we understand each other, and we have a certain level of respect for ourselves for being who we are and being honest with that alone. And you find that when you go to places like that, because when you get stripped butt naked, everybody ends up at square one the same way. So you can have $1 million, you have nothing, but you the same nigga in that dirty ass uniform that you gotta wear. Right. So until you figure out who you are, you'll never be really, you know what I'm trying to say?
So do you feel like you found more of who you are while you was in there?
Yeah, I mean, I spent a third of my life in there, so I mean, I had no choice. And that's why I say, from my experience. Right. Because I'm not going to tell somebody to, look at his success. Oh, he went to jail. He went, whatever the case is, go do that, then you'll be successful. Because I can't account for anybody else who is successful doing what they do. From my perspective, this made me because I had no choice in making me. This was part of my journey. This was part of who I was. I was born in federal prison to begin with. Right. So it's like, the people that I was around, it wasn't necessarily, it was like more or less, yo, make sure you graduate, though. You know what I'm trying to say?
I get it, man. And for the people who don't like know these conversations, man, I mean, you're gonna have to do your research, man. We're gonna have to take you all the way back to what episode was that, man?
67.
Episode 67. To be continued, right?
It's being continued.
Okay.
Episode 67 to be continued, man. I was with Caddo and my man King Soda, man. And you know, I heard the name Ricky Grams back in the day.
Yes, sir.
And then I didn't even realize it was you. No bullshit. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? How many times you get that?
Every time I go to jail.
Oh shit.
No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Like, it happens a lot. Still.
Right, because I didn't know you personally then, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, getting to know you and learning to love you, bro.
Gratitude.
You know, meeting Hundred Round Kado, and you know, with your background in music, I see that you still kind of, you know, linger with that moniker, Ricky Grams.
I mean, I can't get rid of him.
Is there a difference between Hundred Round Kado and Ricky Grams?
Yeah, it is. There is.
What's the difference?
One of them lacks accountability.
And who's that, Ricky?
Gotta be Ricky.
Listen to this, right?
Gotta be Ricky.
So listen to this, right? Let me keep it tall, right? So boom, after all these years of not being Ricky Grams, right? Listen to this shit. I bring this bitch ass nigga back for a month and a half, and I got booked again. Goddamn. Right where I left off with this nigga. I swear to God. Last time I was going by that and I was like popping, I ended up fighting the feds, and then I got out of that 2 months later. I caught a trafficking. Like, the nigga just don't know how not to be in trouble, bro. And this is the accountability that I'm talking about.
Bells, I know you got some questions on this too, man. So jump in whenever you feel like it.
Well, no, I mean, I'm gonna jump in when I need to, but I had, when I visualized, or when I met Ricky Grams, which was fairly recently, because you've been doing this for a long time. You know, for people who don't know, like, your track record spans over 13 plus years. Yeah. Okay.
Damn, that long.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, like, from young Ricky, you know what I'm saying? King of the Triple Beam Volume 1 and 2 to now. Wow. I was thinking, King of the Triple Beam. You know, I was thinking that this would have. I was thinking that 100 Round Kado is the evolution of Ricky Grams, right?
Yeah.
And even in one of your songs, Wolves Don't Move, you say that Caddo was really living Ricky's dream.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Because Ricky was Ricky's okay with what he got. Ricky's who I revert to. Ricky's who I revert to when I need to do some shit that I don't want to be accountable for. And Caddo's who I protect. And he's too bitch to act how he's supposed to act in a certain situation because he's around new people now. You get what I'm saying? So basically, like, I basically live my life like Denzel in The Equalizer for the most part, because of the circles that I'm around, because of the people that I'm around. Because like my circle, people would think, like, people sit there and be like, oh, he need to stop being around this type of influence, that type of influence. Meanwhile, I'm like, nigga, I've been the influence the whole time. That's the thing about it. I've always been the one by myself, solo, dolo. What's up? What we doing? How we giving it? You get what I'm saying? So it's like the people that I'm around now are older than me. When you know what I'm saying, my brother Jones, when this shit all came about with no attempts, he was already been owning businesses, been doing this shit already, been figured out life already. So there was a perspective of life that I didn't have, because growing up with my grandparents and shit, there's language barriers, and basically you end up becoming King Dingaling in the house. Right. More than anything, because you speak the language, you can finesse anything, you think you ready for the world and shit like that. All in all, you really not, but you get yourself into trouble, but you ain't got no big brothers to get you out of them. You understand what I'm saying? So I developed this too, because the thing about it is my name's Ricardo, so people be like, oh, Ricky Grams, Kado. Like, I never really changed. I changed my name when I went by Ricky Grams. You get what I'm saying? My real name is Ricardo. Caddo means gift and Creole. It's been my nickname since birth. So when you say the evolution, I literally had to go back and find myself again. That's exactly what that was, because that's exactly what I did with this bid, and that's when I realized that I needed both. Because through all of my trauma, I realized that in my 31 years of existence, I've only lived 8 of those happy, and it was the first 8. You get what I'm saying to you? So I had to go back and go find that 8-year-old boy and re-raise that nigga to 31-year-old 100 Round Kado, so he could understand, like, bro, I got your back, bro. And you ain't never needed no nigga to get our back. We needed other niggas for other things, bro. Shake that shit. We needed niggas for other things. You need to go talk to that man, because he can help you get a bag that you never had before. Go talk to that man. He gonna give you a space where you don't need a gun. Go talk to that man. He loves you. Go talk to that. And that's what it was. And that's what I learned, and that's what I created with what I got. You get what I'm saying to you? I created that and offered that to everybody else. That's why I'm the Godfather. The nurturing aspect of it. I went by King of New England, but that's kings get dethroned and they head cut off and disrespected at the end of the day. Godfather's there forever. Nurture you. The father died, nigga. The Godfather there always. I got God kids, bro. They be here. They come to see me. They love me on top of that. You know, that's a real thing. I got brothers that passed away. They right here. Yo, Godfather, I need some. So this, what up? What you doing? Yo, what's up? I got them on no attempts, rapping now in the studio, ready to, you know. That's just that.
That's real shit, man.
It's interesting that you say that it's the first 8 years of your life where you. It's interesting that you say that the first 8 years of your life are the years where you experience the most happiness. And I was talking to Charlie about this, and I said, I wanted to ask, were you ever a child? Because I feel like I would think you were older than me. Yeah, don't ask me how old I am, but I would think that you were older than me, because you the OG without the old part.
No, you gotta add the O though.
But I feel like you're not old though. Like I feel
old.
Like,
I thought you said
No. Like
can't be the OG without the O.
No. And so I feel like yes, but I feel what I was. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was I was always feeling like it was you had to grow up fast, almost like you were born an adult type of thing. So for me, the question really is like, were you ever a child, in the sense that were you ever able to embrace innocence?
Yo, nah, not necessarily, no. But I haven't. But I don't want nobody to feel bad for me either, though.
Yeah. It's not about feeling bad. It's just speaking your truth, bro.
Right.
Yeah, but it's different when it's coming from a woman, because I grew up around women, so I naturally sense what she's asking me and where it's coming from. It's a loaded
she
question.
Wants to hug you.
That's type of shit. Yeah. I'm just letting you know that I understand that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm still gonna hug you. You feel me? But it was just a question, because I did feel like I was like, dang, like I feel like you've been an adult all your life, and you've been adulting ever since childhood. Is what I perceived. Obviously, I'm an outsider looking in, but from the pieces of you that I have encountered, that's what I deduced. You feel me? So that's all. I just wanted to ask that. I'm gonna still hug you at the end though. Regardless.
Run us through that though.
Yeah.
As far as
what was 7-8-year-old Caddo like?
All right, so we could start like this, right? Because this is where we're gonna people always like to ask me where I'm from.
Right.
I'm not from anywhere, and I legitly have all the credentials and everything to prove this, and I'm going to do so right now. I was born in federal prison in Miami. From federal prison in Miami, I moved to the Bahamas, Freeport, Bahamas, with my grandmother, my maternal grandmother. From there, I moved. From there, I had a problem with my legs when I was a kid, that I couldn't walk. So I had to relearn how to walk after learning how to walk. And then I came to it. That's the reason why I came back to America. Moved to Brooklyn, New York. Now, what people don't understand is that my family's Haitian. So the first bit of family that we had in that wasn't in Brooklyn was in Boston.
Right.
On Walk Hill. Actually, my people still own the store right across the street from that store.
Oh, that's real.
So if you ever seen Exquisite Collections?
Of course.
That's my cousin, Irv.
Get out of here.
I swear to God.
That's fun. That's gang.
Yeah. So remember when Jigga died?
Right.
Yeah, that's where I go back to. That's just that, right? So peep the move.
Crazy.
So peep the move, right? So we go back. That's how I go back with everything and everything I do. So boom, right? So from there, I used to go back and forth all the time, right? But then finally what happened was when we was living in Brooklyn, my grandmother, my grandfather, my maternal grandfather, Poppy, and the woman that I call my grandmother that I'm closely to, Mummy Sue, they both passed away, God rest their soul. She got into a car accident. Got a check, and we ended up moving to Framingham from Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's when I first moved to Framingham. So it wasn't until 98 that we moved to Framingham. So we moved to Framingham, and I lived in Framingham for only 5 years. I left in 03, then I moved to Atlanta. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Where I caught that whole situation.
Right.
We're not glorifying the crimes this time, but this is what, you understand the situation.
It's the story.
Yeah. So that happened. Then when I moved back out here to Massachusetts, that's when Ricky Grams came about. But I got the name in the joint, but I got my name down south because I started rapping down south. I didn't start rapping up here. I started rapping in Atlanta. That's where I started rapping from. That's what started my whole shit. My favorite rapper was Sean. So from there, and then back and forth, I moved to California, moved back to Florida, I lived in Rhode Island, I lived all over the place. Never had a steady, stable anything ever. Yeah. Never had that. I've lived in nothing. I've lived in a 9-bedroom house. I've lived in, you know what I'm saying? I done been homeless. I done bought myself a crib. It's the dynamics and the extremes made me understand that there was more to life than just these things that I kept losing and gaining. You know what I'm trying to say?
I hear that.
So it was that. So this is where I was like, yo, let me adopt a place that doesn't have somebody as diplomatic as me. Let me bring together the niggas that nobody else could bring together because y'all niggas ain't us. Let us create forums to where it's healthy enough for us to talk about our issues so that there is no further issues. Let us have love for each other amongst each other. And if you don't got love for us, then you clearly the enemy. Because if you come on the inner workings of anything that we got when it comes to No Attempt Shooters music, it's really just love over here. You get what I'm saying? We're not defined by what we do. It's how we move after that. Because it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Thanks.
And we all about finishing over here.
So the space that you in right now, my nigga, I love it, right? Because it's really positive, and it's not just positive, and it's like you could tell it's genuine, right? It's like it's not something that's forced. It's something that it's almost like a revelation, right? Like you had a revelation where it's like you want to move a little different, man. So I mean, like, what's different about you now, as you move as a man?
I care now about me now more than I care about everything else.
So you didn't care about yourself before?
Nah, I couldn't have.
So what was your driving force before?
That you wasn't gonna kill me first.
You was your own worst enemy.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Nigga, that's heavy. Shit.
See, now that we're here, obviously, you know, it's no secret that you've had your interactions with law enforcement entities, right? That being said, and correct me if I'm wrong, but in your experience, it seems as though release is synonymous with a sort of rebranding, right? Mm-hmm. We went from Ricky Graham's to seesawing between 100 Round Kado and I do not want to pronounce your last name incorrectly. Caddo Barletier. And now 100 Round Kado, right? Yeah. And then there's also Ricardo, who I would assume is separate from those other
Nah, he's the worst one.
We okay, hold on. Wait. Okay, so well, we're gonna get to that. But I wanna say what I wanna ask is how have those transitions shaped who you are as a continually evolving artist, because you are, as a continually evolving human being and as a continually evolving man. And how does it influence your writing and your music now?
Oh, so right now in this exact moment, the only way I could put that is my case ain't over. Okay? My case ain't over. I'm still facing the same time I was when I got arrested. The only reason I was locked up because they held me dangerous, so I didn't have a bail. As soon as I got a bail, I came home. So from my perspective here, I made a just in case plan. And my just in case plan comes with the worst of the worst being the worst of the worst. So I had to understand myself and be like, okay, so are you going to have false prospects of a future that may not exist, or create a plan and devise plans to where just in case if it happens, it works either way? So I'm in a space where just in case if I gotta go sit down for 20 years, that everything keeps going. That the same way that I handle my business now, because I'm on house arrest, I can't leave. If I can't pick up my phone to handle something, then it's not some business that I need to get involved in. So you get what I'm trying to say? Right. So I should be able to run my business, and everybody who has a job here and works for us and does whatever should maintain that. And they should still be able to evolve and do exactly what it is that they're doing, whether I'm here or not. So my thing is, I became more of an asset. So me being an asset, meaning that knowing when to allow somebody else to be your boss. So basically minding your own business within your business. If I call the barbershop and I'm trying to get an artist in the studio, I shouldn't have called the barbershop.
That makes no sense.
Right.
I shouldn't have to
that's
call.
That's the wrong call.
I shouldn't have, no matter if that's my brother, my dog, nigga,
Right.
Somebody's not doing their job along the way.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? And I learned that because I was in jail listening to my brother being frustrated, my partner, being frustrated about things like that. Like, bro, people got lives, bro. And that's another thing about being incarcerated. Like, yo, everybody's not gonna think about you all the time, bro. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta have you some business to mind while you in there. You could do all the programs, you get all the master's degrees, but if you still got 5 years left, nigga, what you gonna do with that idle time, bro?
Right.
You have 5 more years to go back and unlearn everything you just relearned, that you just learned.
Right.
So it's like continuing to, it's like, I guess at a point I was in the gym running and I decided to jump off the treadmill. I said, nah, I'm gonna run the streets. I'm gonna get the real exercise. I'm gonna just live like this for just in case. You get what I'm saying? Just in case they put me back on the treadmill, you can put that shit up to whatever you want, put it up to, I'm gonna still be running. You're not gonna stop me, or you're not gonna stop my business. You're not gonna stop anything going on. If I got power of attorney over everything and this is what has to happen, this is what has to happen, but I'm not dead, bro. That whole myth about, oh, niggas is in jail and they dead and all that shit's a dub, bro. Fuck all that. Somebody gotta go sit down for being tall and standing for something, and that's what it is. Set yourself up before you go to jail. Go set yourself up. I'm not making it okay, but you got to have a plan B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. You know, you taking these risks and all that. You can't live a life with risk and not expecting for a risk to happen. It make no sense. That don't make no sense, so don't do it.
Right.
So if you're gonna pick something, pick it. That's what to me being a gangster is that. Start how you finish, my nigga. You had that intensity when you smoked that nigga, bro. Had that intensity when they give you life. That's that. That's it. Every trick.
God got the rest.
What else you got, Bells? I know you got more.
No, speaking of that, God got the rest seems to be like a mantra for you, right? And so I just wanted to ask, what was the significance of that specific statement?
I got to the point where I learned to meet my blessings halfway. When you meet your blessings halfway, that means God got the rest.
Well, damn.
Do you subscribe to a religion?
I'm a voodoo baby.
Voodoo baby. We've been screaming that shit the whole time you was in there, man. Free voodoo
Who's
baby,
we?
man.
No,
Me. We are an entity, right? So when I say me, I mean we. Shit. And when I say we, I don't mean yes in French. Nigga. I mean us. You know what I'm saying? Nigga. Matter of fact, speaking of voodoo baby, man. For people who don't know, man, we were supposed to do a virtual episode when you was in the joint.
Okay.
All right? And I want to talk about that because
Free KT on
yeah,
that
free
one.
KT, man.
Free my brother. Free my dog, man.
Free Side Street Capo,
Free
man. Free the gang, man. Free niggas, bro, for real.
Free my dog KT, man. That's my brother, man. I love that nigga to death. Yo, we spent my whole day we was in there together, man. That's listen, man. I met KT before this though.
Was y'all cellies?
Yeah, we was for a little bit. I had to kick him out. He don't read enough.
Nah.
He don't read enough.
Niggas, they don't
He
really
don't
know.
read enough.
That's crazy.
So yeah, we had a whole thing planned, man. We had a whole situation
Hold on,
planned.
before you finish. You know what's the fucked up thing about me and KT is that we spent more time in jail than on the street together.
Wow.
From when he first got booked as a kid, like when his first adult charge, we was together.
Oh, word.
Yeah. So
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
yeah, you know, my relationships always got some deeper meaning to
Right.
it.
Right.
I got a works cited page for everything I do.
I believe in it. But we had a whole thing situated where we was gonna have y'all on the virtual joint, and you know, I bought new equipment for it and some more shit, all of that. I'm in the studio with my man. You call me. You tell me cancel the joint. I'm gonna be home in X amount of days.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the best calls I got all year, my nigga. No bullshit.
Gratitude.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, word.
Me too, nigga.
Facts, nigga.
Facts, nigga.
And what do you like? All right, so now that you out, man,
Yeah.
and you out on bail, so
Yeah.
you're still fighting, you know, the case and shit like that,
Yeah.
man. Like, how do you make the best of your time?
By making the best of it.
In what sense?
Well, you know, look at who came here today.
I mean, yeah, we here. You brought
You know
us
what I'm
out.
saying? Like, due to the seeds planted before I went away, everything that I left with, I still have. So I'm blessed to be able to, you know, shoot videos, record music. I already finished an album, did that one. I'm already 4 videos deep. I'm about to shoot another video next week. That's it. Just continuous work. Y'all coming over here. That's it. Just, you know. And it's like thanks to somebody that I met while I was incarcerated through my assistant. What this piece that I have right now is possible. You feel me? And she's like a really, 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 really good friend of mine, and somebody that like I consider as like somebody who saved me. Because I know a lot of people like to give me credit for saving them and giving them that, but I want to give Sal that credit because there's a piece that I never had. I mean, talking about anywhere, talking about houses that I've owned, shit like that I never felt at home like I feel here. And because of my situation, you know, you wake up every day, I gotta charge my bracelet. P, you know what's up, bro? That motherfucker get the
2GP.
vibrating every day. You can't charge it over 2 hours because it's gonna fry the joint, and then you gonna have to charge it more. Then they gonna come and arrest you if the shit go off.
Yeah.
You gotta go back to jail no matter what. And if the bracelet line is long, then you gonna sit there as long as the bracelet line is waiting. So it's like you know what I'm saying. So it's like this a constant reminder of where I am in my life. So every day I wake up, I shake those feelings in my bed. I pray, I meditate, I read. I get up, I have me a cup of tea, oatmeal, and get right. And try to just start my day knowing that, you're creating tomorrow. You're creating memories forever. Like today, what happened before we even sat down here was a memory that lasts forever. From having Dutch Rebel cook the whole meal for this whole John one time for Dutch.
Yo,
What I'm saying?
Shout out Dutch Rebel. Gang in the building.
Too at that.
It's a star-studded night.
You get what I'm saying? To my man Lazy Coca coming out here from Springfield, which I can't wait for. I got my man 2G himself in the mixture. You know, like it's crazy. My brother Jones in here, like, you know, I got to get my big speeches coming clearly, right? The big speeches I'm having it, right? But nah, it's just like, you know, with those things, it's like, bro, like live in your moments. Like this is one of my moments, and Dutch was mad. She kept saying that to me. She's like, yo, I'm here to make sure that you're here and you live in your moment. That's it, because we're creating moments forever. There's cameras here. This shit's going to be recorded. So if I do got to go sit down, go ahead, remember I said what I said and I was okay. So when y'all think about me, know, like, nah, that nigga's good. Let me go worry about something else. Do you get what I'm saying?
Fine, man. You're going to be fine, gang.
Come on, don't cry, Charlie, man.
Come on, man. You know a nigga sensitive and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, my gosh. But you know
sensitive.
what? You said a lot, right? And obviously, I already was ready to talk to you about this because I do, you know, you don't really do the social media thing too hard. But when you do post, I noticed that you are reading a book called The Daily Stoic, right? And for those of you who don't know what Stoicism is,
I don't know.
I had looked up the definition.
Okay.
And the simplest one that I could find, which I felt mirrored what, you know, I feel that you are, is, or I don't want to put that on you. What it said is that it's endurance of pain or hardships without the display of feelings and without complaining. I don't know about the displaying of feelings, but I feel like you go through these things in your life, and when you go through something, it means that you end up coming out at the end of it, right? But you don't complain. And I think a lot of people do complain, right?
Yeah.
And so for me, what I wanted to ask you was, aside from that, you know, textbook definition of what a stoic is, what is that to you?
Just continuously being indifferent. See, I do complain. I don't complain, but I make complaints. Because I'd be a fool to not, you know, pay attention to everything that is going on. Because then I wouldn't be able to be a stoic in that sense. I acknowledge the fact that it happened, but I don't live there anymore. Because we have the problem that we have is with the ego. Okay. So with ego's the same thing that tells you you're the best and the same thing that tells you you're the worst. So you find that balance in between the two. Do you get what I'm trying to say? In order so you could be able to overcome these things or whatever the case is. You get what I'm saying to you? So in having that continual ego fight, especially in what we do and, you know, all of those things, you got to find time to be a human as well. So you have to schedule being a human. And if you feel like it's okay for you to schedule being a human, then you're a fucking sociopath. So then you got to go back to the plan again and rewrite exactly what makes your schedule make sense, so that you have compassion, so that you have these certain things that you feel like this doesn't work. Because like I always say, you have to admit that you fell in order to get up.
Wait, my man said it. If you feel like it's okay to admit that you're a human, you're a sociopath. What?
No.
That you're not a human? Say it again.
This
What was that last part?
Listening is just as fundamental as reading.
Because
he said,
I missed that part.
If you feel like it's okay to admit that you have to schedule.
Oh, okay.
Being a human being.
Because I was like, wait, hold on. I didn't catch that part. But all right, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
That nigga's a sociopath. He had to schedule where that made sense.
I was like, because I'm over here like, wait, I just agreed with that shit. And I was like, wait, what the fuck did I just agree with? All right, now we good. He
said, no, it sounds good. It sounds intellectual. Wait a minute, hold on.
Okay.
Though, but you know what? Staying on the topic of stoicism, you posted something the other day. I don't know what day it was. It was a couple days ago. But the excerpt spoke about the idea of choosing the handle that carries and lifts versus the one that cannot. right? The one that is incapable of doing that. And the thing that stood out to me was just the concept of letting go of what your normal reaction or your normal behavior or your normal response or how you normally do things, right? Mm-hmm. And what I want to ask is what kinds of like habits or ways of thinking or patterns or thought process have you had to let go of or change in order to live purposefully? Because I feel like that's what you're doing.
Fucking.
What just happened?
You know what? He just. If you need me to repeat the question, let me.
Like what, nigga? The fuck,
bro?
What? I told y'all he was a sociopath. Niggas don't listen.
Take the lead, my nigga.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. So, back to where sense was made. For me, right, personally, with things that like you basically like asking like habits that I had to break and looking in the mirror type vibes and shit like that. And those are the most intimate times and shit like that. Like when you can't look in the mirror by yourself in a room, it's time to start changing some things.
Right.
When you can't sleep at night, it's time to start changing some things. You understand what I'm saying? When you can't be in a room 8x10 for 23 and 1 by yourself and be okay, it's time to start changing some things. Because you're supposed to be okay with yourself no matter where you are. Wherever you go, there you are. So if every time there's a blessing, you're there. Every time there's something bad in your life, you're there. You're the common denominator for everything. So therefore, the only thing you could blame it on is free will, and that ends up being yourself. So the accountability comes from, nigga, I'm choosing to make my life like this. I'm choosing to not make my life like this. Because my people came out here and they didn't go to jail. Not all of them. Wait. Not all of them. So when I say my people, I'm talking about my grandparents.
Right.
My grandparents, my grandmother died at 101. My grandfather died at 90. Never been arrested before in their life.
Wow.
Never, none of that. You know what I'm saying? They don't play like that. But fast forward the tape, I was born in federal prison. Do you get what I'm saying? A man can't have a child in prison.
Right.
So it was my mother.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Right. So there's that part, and then there's the dynamics of, well, being a Zoe, growing up, with the shit that was hidden from you, you see it now. You're like, nigga, what? I can go get 10 off the sleeve right now because it's us? Or we did this? So this is not because I'm crazy, but because my blood type is bent up already? Like, what are you talking about? My mom was what? She did woo? I was like, what, nigga? What are you talking? No wonder I got abused. I didn't know that my brother got killed before I was born, so she's harder on me than she'd be on somebody else. So while she was treating me some type of way, I had to figure out a way to forgive her so that I could continue on with my life. Those are things that you have to figure out, and I love my mother to death now. I don't blame her no more because I understand now. The fuck, she was making me the toughest son of a bitch ever, nigga. I'm here. I'm the Godfather now, mama. You did your job. You understand? So it's like, what you want? What do you want from where your father's dead? Your sister's father doing 30. He got 30 in 2000. He just gave back 5 years, right? Grew up with your grandparents. Your mom did a bit, but you're Haitian. So niggas think that we the ones. So in our like dynamic of our family, we was the fucked up cousins. We was Nancy's. We was Petite Nancy. Oh shit, that's them niggas. You don't want none of them. My sister's father's a kingpin drug dealer. My father's same fucking thing. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm talking about nigga cargo ships, bro. The nigga got 30 years in 2000, bro. Type vibbery. When before Zopound came out here, nigga, we was us, nigga. You look, my cousin, my uncle, Romel Barletier, if you look at the Gangland documentary, he's the one who got killed in front of his studio on the documentary.
Facts, nigga.
So when niggas talk about beef and smoke and having war with somebody, I was born with beef I didn't even know I had, nigga. I was getting traveled and bounced around from state to state to state for safety. I had to adapt. I had to become my own man. I had to get gangster. And I got of age where I wasn't okay with that either. You ain't gonna have me scared. So this shit was instilled in me. So every time niggas be like, yo, you sure you need your Yamin to go somewhere? Like, nigga, you don't know who the fuck I'm warring with, my nigga. Yeah. And I'm not putting that burden on you because I'm not gonna call you if something happened. I'm gonna call you where you're needed, bro. I'm gonna need you for bail. I don't need you for nothing else. Be okay with that because I'm being honest. You get what I'm saying? Don't come outside because I know you ain't ready for this. This ain't for you, bro. This is for me. But I'm present every day in your life. Just be happy that I'm here.
So the transition right now, right? I've been seeing that you've been refraining from certain things, right?
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let's stop that real quick.
Wait, we didn't even ask the question yet.
No, because he fucked up the last one.
He said, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead.
That's where I was going.
Yeah, ease it back in. I'm going to let you. Yeah.
We're not. All right, we're going to ease it back in.
But I mean, if it's related, I feel like it's related. He said the word refrain. And you know, when you first came home, they said you were single, celibate, and sober.
Yeah. I'm single and celibate.
All right. Yeah. One of them got knocked off.
Right. No, I'm keeping it. I'm gonna keep it tall. Like, I'm not drinking as much, but I knew it was an issue. I knew it was an issue. It was something that I wanted to deal with, but you know, I'm not making an excuse for it. I'm not saying it's okay, but my thing is, I made the effort to do so. I wasn't forced to do so. So if I say that I'm going to. If I don't feel bad about it when I go to bed, I'm straight. Because I feel like shit when I wake up. And I'll deal with that. That's not for y'all. You get what I'm saying to you?
I respect it.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so
as I'm pouring some tequila right now.
Okay, that's cool. So we're going to knock off the sober part. I don't know if you want to talk about the single part.
Yeah, we could talk about single and celibate going in. They're synonymous together.
That was good.
Okay.
That was good.
Okay. Single.
Nah, listen, let me tell you this.
It should be. Absolutely. It ain't for everybody, but
Bells, take it away.
Whatever, bro. Everybody. It's not for the faint of heart. I've been single and celibate for almost 2 years now. So
how do you cope with life?
What do you mean? How do I cope with life? You see, that's the thing. I don't have to cope with life, right?
We all have to cope with life.
No, I don't have to cope because life is a thing that I have to live regardless, right? So
you just being an asshole.
I don't attach that word.
You let this toxic nigga get
right,
into
it. Right.
I'm toxic.
Nigga married and toxic.
They just think that. Nah, this dude, he really just thinks that, like, how do you survive without sex? That was the real question. Yes. How do you cope with life? How do you survive without sex?
That's a great question. Proceed, my nigga.
Hold on, said two niggas that never did a bid.
I mean,
okay.
Yeah,
see?
you're right.
See?
You're right.
I'm doing a bid right now.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I'm 2 years in.
That's true.
It's
marriage is a bid?
I swear to God. It's like a bid.
I'm doing life. I'm doing life right now, dog. I'm doing life, nigga. The death do his part, nigga. I'm doing natural life right now, my nigga.
But so I would say, what brought you to this place? What brought you to single and celibate?
Alright, so after realizing that I was an issue, like I was the issue, so I could like. For the last 10 years of my life, I've never had a space to be by myself other than being incarcerated. So I would tend to I'd jump in one relationship, jump in another relationship, jump in another relationship, jump in another relationship, and that's just what the fuck I would do because it was accessible. You see, when you're going through the shit that I go through, or when niggas like us go through, you attach to anything that makes you feel somewhat human or somewhat liked, you know, because you need like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So you go and attach yourself to things that you don't necessarily need to be doing that with. But you can't go do that and hurt people while you're doing that. You can't, you just gonna block your blessings. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know how many times that like I was almost about to pop and I got jammed because I wasn't living right? Where I had a firm plug or something like that, then I felt like I could finesse the nigga and drop the whole situation, or thought I had thought I could leave one bitch to be with another bitch, and this bitch is gonna be the level up, and that one's not, and I end up fucked up in the end. like, if you can't admit these type of things about yourself, like, you don't want to get better. I got to the point where I wanted to get better, and I realized what my faults were, what was hurting me. Pussy was hurting me, bro. Period. The more power I got, the more pussy came with it. The more power I got, the more pussy. Y'all niggas don't even understand what it's like to be like them bitches that y'all. And we talk about this shit all the time. We said this shit earlier, bro. These bitches, and it's not even that, bro. And it's not even these bitches ain't shit. It's if you ain't shit, then the bitches you got ain't gonna be shit, because that's what you're attracting.
You attract what you are.
So you attracting exactly what you are. So my thing is like, damn, I said, all these bitches ain't shit. I said, God damn, I gotta look at myself. Cause at the end of the day, I got the free will to pick these. I'm picking them.
Right.
I'm picking them.
Right.
I'm like, there's a whole wave. There's 8 billion people in the world. You try to tell me everyone I pick is an ain't shit? I said, nah, bro. I'm the ain't shit
pussy out here.
I'm the ain't shit nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So when I realized that shit, I said, so let me just get right with myself. So being locked up, right? I said at that moment, I said, let me do it in a space where niggas really do be needing a female at. Being incarcerated is, I'm facing a life sentence out of fucking nowhere. I'm lonely, bro. I'm as lonely as you can get. And I said, no. Be lonely, Ricardo, because you don't know what this is like. And if you're going to learn about being lonely and how to be lonely and to gain your emotional independence, this is where you're going to learn it. And this is where you're going to gain it. Right here, through this situation right here, and how you come out is how you going to be, my nigga. And that's just that. And I still haven't had sex because that shit comes together. Like, I could have relationships with women and they could last forever. Then I could fuck them, it could last 6 months. So the problem is what's fueling your relationship. I stopped fueling my relationships based off of the fact that I had power. Just because I could do it, I'm not going to. That shows a man with power when you know how to use your strength. Because the thing about strength is meant to be used, not displayed.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Like
so
that.
A big ass nigga that can't fight opposed to a Bruce Lee. You get what I'm trying to say to you?
Thanks.
So it's like, I wanted to be Bruce Lee. And I was like, let me get me back, because I never had me, because I was giving myself out all the time. So let me get me in the most, this is the best shape I've been in. Most waves I've had, most muscles I had, most weight I've gained. The Wavington, sir. Commissary.
They like crasher waves.
Nah, these is
short
light.
waves.
I've been sweating.
Dude.
Nigga said the low tides.
You know, I seen a whale die next to waves like yours.
Wow. That's
my
how you gonna talk to him?
Nah, my barber didn't come in.
That's how you gonna talk to him, King? That's how you gonna talk to this
I don't
king?
know what's
Yeah, you know what's crazy about waves though? There'll always be water though, right?
Yeah.
All right, you can't knock a nigga off his pivot. Stop
H2O,
playing with
baby.
me.
Right.
Come on, man.
Always be water.
Make haters hate again.
Oh, son.
Let's do that.
Oh my gosh.
So- What did you want to talk about, Caddo?
Oh shit.
Because we always have questions. We always have
Right.
questions. Questions is questions. We can ask you questions all night. What did Caddo want to come up here and get off his chest, man? Because this is the welcome home. This is the homecoming. This is you in your best form ever. You like Freezer
Your
when he
element.
fucking, you know what I mean, had the shit on his finger paws. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
You know what I mean? So what is the best version of Caddo here to talk about, man?
The best version of whatever's here, man. Like I don't like making the thing about me, bro.
Nah, it is about you. This is you.
This
We're
is-
here for you,
what-
bro. You know what's here for you, bro. Like
Is this the best version of Caddo though?
Nah, I'm not
thus
done.
far.
Thus far, right now,
yes.
yeah, I'm
So
at,
far.
but tomorrow, yeah, right now, yeah.
Cause my man looking good, dog. Like
Right.
he didn't have the cut in his arm
Oh, this
the
thing.
last time I saw him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bells,
My-
chill
you know
out.
what I'm saying?
You passing out. It's not the straw. It's not the. Don't blame the straw. Yo, Dawn. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Belle's is second guessing her vow of celibacy.
Damn values.
Nigga said Caddo too.
Good values.
don't leave these guys by themselves tonight, guys. But yeah, man. Like I know there's things that you know, we always want to speak about, you know what I mean? Like, because we in this media space, right? But from the person who, you know, we're here for, man, like, we want to hear from you, man. What's on your mind? What's on your heart?
New England's on my heart. New England's on my heart because I want people to understand something, right? In the midst of, you know, laughing, joking, and all that shit, whatever. Before you decide that you don't like something, or whatever the case is, especially coming from your own region or whatever, if you could give me 10 reasons as to why you don't like No Attempts or Shooters music, Free Niggas, the mob, all of us, you got to give me good 10 reasons, bro, and they can't be dead. Period. You understand what I'm saying to you? So it's just, I'm just saying, it's like, bro, like, we here for y'all, bro. Like, before you try to go against us, man, knock on the door, bro. See who lives here. You know what I'm saying? Send a fucking letter, bro. Inbox us. There's mad ways. You can't tell us that we might be inaccessible, but you could find us. Just come over here and find out what the hell what's going on for real, because you might could help. You get what I'm saying? And that's just that. Like, it ain't about nothing more than just, you know, helping the next wave of what's coming, bro, because we not going to be here forever.
Facts.
I don't, you know what I'm trying to say? Like I said, we creating these moments are everything to me now. I never used to think like this. I never used to care for shit like this. I used to stay away. I don't like cameras. I don't like a lot of shit.
Right.
But when I used to watch people in the joint with their pictures, and I'd be like, damn, nigga, I'm the only nigga with no pictures, bro. But people will send me pictures. And people don't know that anybody who send me pictures in jails, I throw them out.
Why is that?
Huh?
Why is that?
I don't know. Like, that's something I just naturally, like, I look at the pictures, I get them, I look at them, then I throw them in the trash.
Is it because you don't want to?
No, because I get it now. I know why now. I'm sorry. It's because in my mind, y'all showing me something that will never happen again. And in my mind, I'm like, nigga, I'm coming home. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't show me no memories, nigga.
Right.
Don't show me no old shit. Don't show me what I used to do. Because that's what got me here. Don't show me the picture of this the day you got booked, babe.
Oh, shit. That's some antagonizing shit.
What?
Right.
Like,
this the day you
like
got
I'm not
booked.
even that nigga no more, so I don't even want to see him because I fuck around and stare at that picture long enough and turn back into that nigga, bro. You know what I'm trying to say to you? So it's like, it's literally like, you know, things like that. Like, I just don't like to I don't hold on to the past. So this is what I was going to say from before when I was talking about the ego thing. The ego thing was going back into the time thing. So we have the present moment, which is the only thing that matters right now. The past don't exist because it's over. You can't get it back. You can't redo it. You can't do nothing. But a lot of us live in the past with false pretenses of the future happening without taking care of now. How the fuck are we going to even have that conversation when we don't even know what today is?
Nigga, we never will.
And that's that. So it's like, those are the moments that I live for. And living in that moment means just that, dog. If today was the day that after not drinking for fucking 11 and some change months, I decided to drink, well, let's take a picture then. Maybe I needed that. Maybe I needed to just see the picture so I could see that, yo, you look stupid as shit in the bathroom, bro. Maybe that moment right there is going to give me 15 years of not drinking ever again. But everybody makes everything so final that we don't bring life to nothing no more.
Right. And one of the first things I said to you when we got here, man, anything done in moderation is fine, right? You know what I mean? Well, not anything done in moderation. I ain't gonna say go moderately do crack, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody moderately doing crack. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
What is wrong with you?
It's like, nigga, I smoke crack on the weekends. Nobody does that, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, anything done with control and intent, is fine, right? And it's a moment. You know what I'm saying? So if we here, we chilling, we vibing, that's fine. But anything done in excess can kill you, right? So
I don't even say it's that. My thing is like, I used to just drink because I didn't have nothing else to balance out everything that was going on. So if I've been drinking and I'm on Adderalls, I'm drinking, I'm on Adderall.
Sounds like a good night.
I'm drinking and I'm on Adderall, and next morning I don't even want to eat, bro. What?
All right, that's a problem.
Nah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't feed your body, bro.
Right.
And then you want to come and talk about, oh yeah, let's worry about the future and shit, nigga. You ain't gonna make it, bro.
Right.
Like I just lost listen, I'm gonna tell you some dog shit. This is the fucking craziest thing in the world. So this is like, I think my second week that I've been drinking since I've been home, right? And last week my cousin died of liver failure at 42 years old. And I swear to God, I didn't say nothing to nobody, but when I said it to everybody that was here, niggas looked at me and was like, you still want to drink, Caddo? Nobody wanted to say it, but I felt it, but because it was there and it was something that happened to me. And I was just like, wow. Like at that moment, and I was just like, yeah, I gotta be cool because it could happen to anybody, bro.
Really good.
You know, it could happen to anybody. It happened to my man's at 31, my godson's father. Same thing with him. Like just certain like little instances of shit that could happen to you, bro. When you start thinking that you're what's the word? Exempt from things, bro. That's when them things start happening to you because it's like out of sight, out of mind. But then it matters. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
It always matters. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We talk about out of sight, out of mind, but when it's out of mind, then it matters. That means we've manifested into something that we didn't even know we did that. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you?
That's a fact.
So you just got to be really, 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 really mindful of when you decide that you're going to alter your state because of who it's going to alter as well. Because these moments that we're creating make everybody's life different. Like, you know, like they got that uncle that did some shit to this girl and he thinks she don't remember, and that's the shit that made her the fucking savage she is.
Yeah.
And that's the moments you don't want to create it. You don't want to be that moment in somebody else's life if it's not happy.
Facts.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Facts. But with all that being said, my nigga, what are you working on right now, man? Like, what do you have planned? Creatively.
Yo, chill.
My boy.
What we talk about right now, man?
We can't hear chill on the mic, man. Nah.
We're talking about the injustice that's going on right now behind the walls, you know. There's a lot of guys in there that's going through a lot of difficult things behind the walls that people don't really know.
Word.
They really don't got no word to get out, you know, so that's what we're here for. You know?
And what does that look like? Like what are we doing about it?
Maybe trying to reach out to whoever who can help, whoever can got some say so, whoever, you know, cares about unjust things that's going on. And they're like people sitting there for 7 years in the county jail waiting trial is ridiculous. You feel
Wow,
me?
that's crazy.
So
That's ridiculous.
yeah, you know, so it's things like that, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, shit, bro. I'm behind that 100%. Y'all let me know how I can help anyway, my nigga. I mean, I would love to help because that's. I mean, it's a sad reality for all people, my nigga. Like shit like that happen all the time, but it shouldn't. You know what I mean? And I love that y'all are on the forefront of that. No bullshit.
Yo, you know what's the crazy thing about shit like that is like, those are the moments that make you realize like how blessed you are, no matter what. You get what I'm saying? Like when I was locked up, right? I'm facing what I'm facing, whatever. I at this point, I can't say I got over it, but I was like, whatever, nigga, it is what it is. I'm here. And then there was Julius Jones. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Julius Jones. So the thing about Julius Jones is that, you know, with Vic Mensa, with, you know, those are my brothers. This is what we do with the nation and all that. We was part of his death penalty getting commuted.
Wow.
So while I'm in jail, I'm helping niggas get free. And I'm like, this is what it's about. So if I have to sit here for whatever, like there's more than just this. Like I talk about bringing life to people in jail. It's like niggas used to count us out for the end, for everything. People don't be knowing how many niggas in jail is taking care of shit on the streets.
Wow. Wow.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
You know what I'm trying to say? You don't know how many niggas is in there right now with millions. Niggas is making more money than niggas on the street right now.
Talk about it.
Factory. Niggas accounts is looking cool, bro. Facts. Niggas sending out stacks like this of money to their families from the joint. They ain't never coming home, but they hold the household down.
Right.
So ask yourself as a man, right? Don't put yourself in my position, but put yourself in your own position. If you had to go do life, would you stop providing for yours?
Absolutely not.
By any means necessary, correct?
Absolutely.
All right, then.
Jeez.
Nigga, you killed that shit.
No, seriously.
On that
But
dog.
you know what that brings me to though? Like first, it's like a 2-part question. But firstly, what does the word purpose mean to you? Because I feel like outside of, you know, the duality of whoever Ricky Grahams was to who Caddo is today, and just having a life outside of who the artist is and who the man is, what does the word purpose mean to you? Because I feel like you have, obviously, everybody has a purpose, obviously, right? Each and every one of us has an individual purpose in life that we need to fulfill, and we either gonna do it or we're not, and we're gonna have to meet our maker and deal with that then, right? But what for you do you feel like outside of the music, or does it all tie in together, you know what I mean, is your purpose?
Being the Godfather for every and anyone, no matter who you are. And you know what's the crazy thing about that is like ain't nobody ever did nothing but call me that. They ain't contended it. They ain't was like no you ain't heard no subliminals, ain't nothing. Cause you can't subliminally be like, oh, he thinks he's the Godfather. Who else you talking to, bitch? You feel me? So it's like just being a Godfather, bro. Being a Godfather. See, the thing about being a Godfather, though, is listen to this, is understanding that being the Godfather, that you're the brother, you're the cousin, you're the nephew, you're the son, you're the friend, you're the business partner, you're the therapist, you're whatever is necessary to be there to make sure that you have a part in something. Then you just be that whenever it's necessary. That's it. Even if it means being that for yourself. So that means that there ain't nothing that you can't go through alone that you can't pick yourself back up and go back out there and go help somebody else. It ain't never too hard enough. It's never that hard, bro. Life is not hard to live. We make it hard because we play victim, because we have egos, because we think shit should go our way, opposed to, yo, you know what? I made somebody happy today. I'm going to go inside.
I like that.
Golly.
You know how many people meet you and be like, you don't even know that you did something to them? And that's not just, it don't got to be famous. It don't matter. Like, that shit don't mean a goddamn thing. A motherfucker done inbox you like, yo, remember me in middle school?
Yeah.
Like, I remember this girl, right, from middle school. And I forget about, I remember this. Shut up.
He over there chuckling in the corner.
So peep the move, right? This is the craziest thing, right? Because she's from a whole other side of the spectrum, right? But we was in class and I was sitting behind her and they called her to the board and she got up and she just got her period. She had white shorts on. And I grabbed the back of her shirt and sat her back down. I said, yo, you're bleeding. Swear to God. Till this day, she'll be like, yo, that nigga, I didn't know that, but she mentioned that. Right. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Right. And who she is in my life right now, you'd be like, oh my God, really? Yeah, like that type of vibe. You never know what you're doing and how you're doing it and what impact you're making and what moment you playing that in somebody else's life. We got to start creating more moments of life than, you know, like, you know, them other moments. Because I've created a lot of those moments too. A lot of those moments. And I'm in a stage of redemption. That's another space of where I'm at right now. It's redemption. It's like, duh. Niggas ask me like, yo, how do you feel about your legal circumstance? Duh. Right. The same way I feel about Millie's being as successful as he is. Duh. Right. The nigga was focused and successful and focused on that. I was focused on this. This is what comes with this. I didn't work to get a Grammy, nigga. I worked to get indicted. So I can't be mad at somebody else's success for what that person deems as failure. Because where I come from, that's success because my family's fed. If I don't mind going to jail for 15 years, that nigga might. Right. And I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm just saying be a gangster about yours, though. Be a gangster about yours. Not somebody else's, but yours.
Whatever that is.
Stand on your shit.
Oh, Lord.
Yo, when's the music coming, man? We need some music. We need some new music.
Yo, all niggas on my own team.
Matter of fact. Before the music, before we talk about when the music's dropping, let's talk about how you went viral, my nigga.
Yes.
From
the Godfather's home.
From a passenger seat.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I feel like that was that your ride from the joint to wherever?
Wasn't my ride from the joint. Everybody who knows say I. Sal's the one. Go. Yes,
Said,
that
yo,
was
just
exactly.
park real quick.
I swear to God, I went to
pull up right
pick
here.
up. I swear to God, I went to pick up my phone from my assistant in front of the house. My ride. Sal,
That's
she came to
crazy.
get me. I was like, hey, yo, bro, but listen, right? I'm on this bracelet. They ain't letting me out the house. Let me do this little freestyle real quick.
And
Right
that's
now.
nothing of it.
Mind you, I
Right
didn't even
now.
have a phone yet. I had my phone, but I didn't have no, like, I ain't have no plan or nothing. My shit was dead. But I trust my assistant V. Like, that's my heart. Like, nobody even got to talk about
Shout
that.
out V.
Shout out V.
She's everything to me. So I was like that. I was like, yo, just drop that shit. She did that shit. She was like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you did, but something's going on. I said, what
Yo,
you mean?
I don't even know if there was a
How many
hashtag or
views
nothing
on
in
that?
sight.
What's our views? Over 6, what is it, almost 700,000?
This is crazy.
Almost 800,000
Almost
views.
800K on the
That-
freestyle joint.
That's ridiculous.
And
to
you
me.
gave niggas some real talk on that shit.
I gave niggas perspective.
From the jump. From the jump. At what point do we stop blaming our parents?
Come on.
Right? That's what grabbed me, nigga. I was like, this motherfucker spit. Not that I was surprised, but
You know me from a different time.
right.
Yeah.
What inspired that right there? Like that message that you delivered to niggas, man.
Because we run circles around ourselves a lot. Because we're looking for somebody to blame. Because if you're running circles around yourself because you're looking for somebody to blame, so you're not living the journey. There's a journey for life, so you're supposed to go forward. You're not supposed to do circles. Once you're doing circles, is you're looking for something.
Yeah.
What a
You
dog
already
going in
fucked up.
circles for? Because he thought his tail was somebody else.
Right.
You thought you was somebody else for so long. You're chasing yourself again. When you ain't supposed to chase, you're supposed to lead. You're supposed to be followed. You're supposed to guide. That's what that is. That's what that perspective came from.
That shit was hard, bro.
No, it really was.
But how do you follow up with that with some new music? When
The
does
new
that when
music?
does that happen?
Well, new music wise, I done shot a bunch of videos and stuff. Shout out to my brother Local Vision and shit.
Shout out Local Vision.
That's that's no attempts all day, man. While I was away, I mean, we was blessing all y'all niggas with videos and shit like that. Of course, that's us.
Of course.
You know, we always involved in everything. No attempts, shooters, did it, you know.
Did it.
You feel me? So I got the project called Never Lost a Gunfight, allegedly. That's the next
Allegedly.
project.
Okay.
You had this whole time you were sitting down and you chose. She is. She needs assistance. Special.
I'm about to cut her pay right now.
She about to cut mine. You say that right? Fuck. What? V run shit, bro. For real, she runs my
My nigga,
life.
I know.
She makes sure, nigga. What?
I know. If anybody know, I know.
Anybody who could deal with what she dealt with while I was in the joint, bro. Like just being introduced to it, you can't. You ain't for the frail hearted. Like you're definitely like your energy is God energy. But the thing about V is this: what people don't know is V looks mad young, but V done raised 3 children, bro. Grown children. You get what I'm trying to say? That drive. You know what I'm trying to say? That one of them has kids type shit. Like, so V's a mother naturally. So for the mother that I didn't have, V substitute for that. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Take care of shit.
So as much as she's my sister, she's also my mother.
I love that.
You get what I'm trying to say? And as much as she's my mother, she's also my partner. As much as like I'm not her equal. I'm saying like as much as I balance her out, she balances me out and shit. The reality of what we here for. Don't ever forget that this is what we're doing this for. Don't forget this and don't forget that. When it's time for me to call probation, I don't got an alarm. V calls me.
That's respect, my nigga. Let's clap
When it was
for
time
V.
for this motherfucker, hold on, I'm not done. When it's time for this, when it was time for all of this shit, V made sure everybody got here, make sure everybody was here, make sure everything got done the right way. I can't live without V. That's a full fact. Like she's everything. So it's like like I said, but like, yeah, man, I love it. I love that girl, man.
Let's clap it up, man. One voice.
But she crazy as motherfucking hell.
That's the balance. Balance,
That's
my
the
nigga.
balance, right?
Balance, my nigga. Balance.
As much as she's my assistant, I'm her assistant.
Balance.
I know V is over.
Balance. Balance.
Get your flowers.
I'm crying.
So,
Get her off the
You
stairs.
know what? Well, we
Get off, V. Get off the stairs. Get off the stairs. Yo, Don. Yo, bro. Get out the way for something happen to somebody.
So
That's not her neck.
back to the music though. When do we get the music, man?
Oh man, what? What?
When do we get the music? The new music?
It's coming soon, bro. What you
It's
want me
coming
to tell
soon.
you? Yeah,
No
like,
You ain't got a
date-
date
it's
for
no
us?
date.
did y'all know I was coming home?
Nah.
Yo.
Deflection. This is crazy.
The fuck? Did y'all surprise, bitch?
Surprise, bitch.
That's what it's gonna be.
Come on, what?
Deflection at its finest. Answer a question with a question. Okay. But you know what? I wanted to ask a question. Speaking of the music, what we have already heard, waiting on the new stuff. The new stuff is pending. But I
done.
noticed that you're
It's
not.
actually done. It's
Well,
not
it's pending for us.
You heard it. I heard it. I heard it.
I
heard some of it,
wow.
some of it.
You know
You,
what?
ain't heard- you got here a little bit
It's
late.
cool.
We
It's
gon-
cool. It's
we ain't
cool.
done.
Nah,
We ain't.
it's cool.
Don't
Some of
make
it.
this.
It's
Don't
cool.
make this.
This
Don't
shit
do that for the
crazy.
cameras.
This
It's
shit
cool.
crazy.
I'ma just. It's
Don't do that
fine.
for the
I'm just gonna
cameras.
ask the
Nah,
question. That's what I'm
So,
here for.
for the pending music that don't exist.
No,
go ahead.
no, that's not what I said.
I'm lying, y'all.
That's crazy. It's on record, Caddo. What you mean?
Allegedly.
What you mean?
Allegedly.
I did not say that. Okay. What I was going to ask is, what I was going to say is this one, right? I commend you because I noticed that you're not a wave rider. And what I mean by that is that, like, you always do you, right? When it's so easy, and I see a lot of artists do this, they go out of their element, but for the wrong reasons. It's so easy to run with the crowd, do what's palatable to a certain group of people, or adopt a sound that is hot, right? You do you. Like, you remain true to yourself. And what keeps you from conforming?
Crime.
Wow.
Hey. And on that note, thank you for watching. We appreciate
Nah, I mean, like, honestly, like, for real, like, I adopted my whole style from that. Like, I'm a gangster, bro.
Right.
We want to talk about the elephant in the room. I'm the elephant. But I'm not the only elephant.
Right.
And I'm not telling all my niggas, but you know what it is over here. Anybody who's been around us, came around us, notice there's a different level of energy over here. There's certain things that we don't need to talk about. There's certain things that you don't need to see to know that it's being done. There's certain things that the authenticity is not an issue over here.
Right.
So how dare us ride a wave? I'm not the only one doing this.
Right.
You get what the way y'all feel about me, I feel about everybody that's around me. I got niggas that I look up to. And I'm okay to tell them that I look up to them. And they could look back at me and tell me they look up to me too. It's an even exchange. What are you my friend for? You get what I'm saying? Use me like
that.
I could use you, bro.
like that.
Please. Let's be recyclable.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Is it recyclable or recyclable?
Recyclable.
What's the
What?
word?
Recyclable.
I said the first word, right?
Environmentally friendly.
Whoever's over there right now, I'm not gonna call names out. Cause I got IG names off the top of my head.
Well, it all depends on how you want to, however you want to pronounce it.
Recyclable.
There's an L in there somewhere. You know what I'm
Reusable.
saying? Recyclable.
Nah, just like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, it's just like, be there for yours. So basically, what I do is this. It's basically an extension of my loyalty. I'm gonna be your friend behind your back. Not in your face. So whether these cameras is on or not, I have to uphold my part of the bargain regardless of what. And living the life that I live, knowing that my moments are so not guaranteed, I don't have time to be anything else. There's nothing else. I would love to go to court and be like, I'm not Ricardo Barletier.
Right.
That would be great,
Yeah.
which we're working on.
It's not me.
You feel what I'm saying? But like, it's the life. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's just that. It's not. We ain't over here. We ain't the glorifiers, bro. We just get to say what we want to say and mean that shit. That's all. I don't rap. I make my life rhyme.
I don't rap. I make my life rhyme, man. On that note, my nigga.
You understand what I'm
you
saying?
gonna say after that?
I mean, this was a great talk, my guy. Thank you for having us, my brother.
Man, I'm more than happy.
You know what I mean? Like, this was probably... I mean, I love this. You know what I mean? And you know, I love you, bro, because...
I love you like that, bro.
We have these talks, man, and
What about me?
I love you
I
more
love-
like
we
that,
always
Bells.
love you. Come on, don't do that.
You know, but you touching my leg right now.
Oh, wow.
She's not even doing that. She's not even doing that. You see how the media get shit fucked up?
Bro,
You know, I love
they
that
gonna
shit.
be like,
They gonna take that clip.
my hand on his leg.
We going on that shit.
Like, it was true.
That's the name of the episode. Name of the episode, Hand on Lap.
The blurry one, right? The blurry picture and shit, right?
Nah, man, but you know, I'm gratitude to you, bro, for giving us the opportunity to be the first people to talk to you since you touched down, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it tall with you, right? Y'all gonna be the only people I talk to.
And that's real, my nigga. Thank you, bro. For
There's
real,
not
my
gonna
nigga.
be
Thank
nobody
you, bro.
else.
Thank
Like,
you,
I
bro.
don't.
Thank you, bro.
I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Let's not. You know, but there's not gonna. Not this right here. This is different. This is a moment you can't recreate. I don't want to do it with nobody else. So I was like, nah, I gotta call bro, man. I didn't call. I didn't call CWTFB podcast. I called bro.
Word.
You understand what I'm saying?
Real nigga.
That type of shit. I checked on the kids first. Then we
Word,
talked
word,
about
that's
that.
facts.
After 30
And that's
minutes of
facts.
family talk.
That's
Yeah.
facts.
Then we talked about podcasts. Then
Yes.
we FaceTime Bells on the 3 Weezy.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
that's
understand?
facts.
Then we did that. Then I asked if Dawn was coming. Then
That's
I asked,
facts.
you feel me? Then I asked, what's up? Like, you can't do that again. What am I?
Yep.
What am I sit there and you gonna run me
Right.
down questions and I'm gonna lie to you? Treat you like them white psychologists they tried to do me in school. Bitch, I used to live in Framingham. I know these tricks.
Niggas, I've been there.
Like what? Nah, you ain't.
I know
you
what
ain't
this
getting
looks
it.
like.
Yeah, bro, you ain't gonna take my culture and bend me up, man. That's another thing, bro. We Zoes, bro.
Word.
We Haitians, bro.
Yes,
We
Word.
Haitians. We
Word.
can't. What do you want from me? What do you want?
Bro, Caddo, you told me we're not gonna get some balls from you.
Oh nah, but I got the most special of
Yeah.
the special on top of the special under the special that I put on top of that special
Okay. What you got for us, man?
for the TV special.
Okay.
After you heat up the motherfucking dinner special,
Hey!
I got the top special, not the bottom special. So fuck the middle special. They said I got bagged with the Trey 8 special. They lying.
They lying.
Hey yo, I want to introduce my niggas because I love them niggas so much, bro. And them niggas is really like GOAT level amazing things. So I'm gonna start with my brother, man. My dog, 2GP. For real, him, like Mr. That nigga, period.
Yeah.
The originator of the did it. Come on, man. We wouldn't be here without my bro, man. Fully. The big oolah, he know what's up. We know what we talking about. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. That's how I know Punch. Just saying, just letting y'all know it's real. Family cloth, you hear me? So I'm gonna introduce him, but then I got my brother, man. Listen, this nigga right here, I had a name of something that I used to call as a genre that I wanted to create. And I swear to God, this man right here is the epitome of this genre. And it's called Cocaine Gospel. My nigga Lazy Coca from Springfield. When he blessed this motherfucker, y'all gonna understand. The man dressed exactly how he talk. Imagine that. Imagine that. My
Comfortable.
man, listen, my man's Puerto Rican and Filipino.
comfortable. He's different.
Come on, bro. They come whatever color you want them.
He different.
Period. So we gonna let them niggas bless the microphone, man, because I done talked enough, man.
So you know this, man. We had the Godfather in the we in his building, man. We went to go see the Godfather, man. I am Charlie Machine. This is Big Bells from a Big Block. Yeah, I mean,
she ain't not the
Melanin
little one.
poppin'.
It's not Big Bells from a big block no more. It's Big Bells from a big screen.
Yeah,
We different.
You heard that. CWTFB radio, man. We had Hundred Round Kado in the building, man. We in his home, man. Thank you for having us, bro.
Yes,
Episode 128.
Hold on. Can I get my shout outs? No attempt shooters.
And you know that, man. Let's get into these red cups and raps, man. We love y'all.
Yes.
Till next week. We out of here.
It's going digital.